What is up, everybody? Sorry for the slight delay, but welcome at long last to the semifinals. With me today, I have TK Mala and Faden. Introduce yourselves, y'all.
Yep, I'm back. That's right. We're ready. We're ready to party. We got a new guest here today, ready to join us and actually know stuff about what we're doing here today.
Hey guys, my name is Faden. I'm also a speedrunner as well. I do some Thug 1 runs, but mostly been dabbling in THPS 1 and 2. Maybe a little bit too much.
But, so, we have a doubleheader today. This is the semifinals for winners, and we have two awesome matches for y'all today. First up, we have Kromer versus Frankie. That's going to be a high matchup. Frankie pulled off an upset by defeating Crad in the last round. And now he's in semifinals, just one win away from going to winners finals. And then right after that, we have a dynamic matchup between George and Pokemon Ace 101. And so it's going to be a very, very fun day. And this is a best of 5, so you're going to see a lot of Tony Hawk action.
Yeah, so today it should be pretty good. I think we haven't seen 3 out of these 4 runners yet here on the main channel. With Frankie being the exception, but as we saw, Frankie pulled off that upset like you were talking about. So we should be in for some pretty good matches here today.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No problem, man. I just like seeing the creativity for the second matchup as well, because having Pokemon Ace and George, which are pretty much the biggest strat hunters in my opinion right now in the community, so it's going to be a pretty crazy matchup.
Very much so. Also, I forgot my the live split. I might need that. Hold on.
Yeah, might be a little useful.
Might be a little useful. No, so we know times, and also it's off center, so that's also pretty cool. I need to fix that as well. Don't mind me. This is a live production, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy.
What is time anyway?
Yeah, time is just a construct. All right, we'll put it right there. Fuck it. Whatever. We'll do it live. All right, so for those of you who have not joined us before, we have Kromer, who is an Xbox runner, and we have Frankie, who's a PC runner. So to make it fair, Kromer is going to go first, and for the first minute, he's going to be by himself. At the 10-minute mark, all right, well, 10-minute mark, whoa. At the 1-minute mark, Frankie will be joining in, and they'll be pretty much dueling at that point going forward. Just so we can give a little bit of leeway to consoles, since they have extraordinarily long time for loads. So this makes it at least kind of fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, right. And I think our first level here is Hangar.
Yes.
As far as I remember here, there's been some pretty significant changes to the route in the last couple days alone. That between Ace and George. So it'll be interesting to see if we're going to see some of these lower times that have been posted by both of those runners, which I'm sure they actually have, because both these runners play the game quite a bit. But we should be ready to go into match 1 here.
Yep, I am good to go if both runners are. So we'll do 3, 2, 1, go, and then Kromer will begin at the 1-minute mark. Frankie, I'll say it, and you'll be ready to go as well. So Kromer, you ready? In 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, good luck.
Hangar. If you haven't seen this before, Hangar is a level. It is a very short level. Go wrong. You take. I think there's been a recent change as well, like in terms of what you can and cannot do. I think you're just gonna be off the side just mess around for a few minutes. But this is a level that has a lot of resets. It is very easy. Yeah, thank you for that. It's very easy to get into a reset happy rhythm and lose all your time. And if for those of you who haven't seen this before, it is a you get in 10 minutes, you have to get the best possible run. So there is a lot that can go wrong. Yeah, I'm working on the audio right now, kind of doing it live as well. All right, that should be better. Cool.
Yep. Let's see, and we should be getting fairly close to about a minute here, correct?
Yeah, and freaking go. All right, so side buffering issues on Kromer's side. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Maybe go ahead and fix that real quick. But it's fine. We have a time still going. So What does there to say about Hanger? Besides the fact that I think it's like the second fastest level now.
Yeah, it's pretty up there now. I think George was able to push this down to I think like a 26-ish with the new route he found. I think
Crazy.
I haven't played this level. Like I think I've touched it like one time. I'm sure both of you have more knowledge than me. One of you being a person who played this level many a times.
I don't know what we're talking about. Like, this is just my level for a while. Because I wanted to get, like, A time, and I finally got A time, and I was like, oh, this is fine. This is good enough, right?
Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate the route changing from not having to have zero ollie. So, like, that start was really reset heavy. So, like, I think we saw that on last of Frankie's matchup against Grad. And it was just like too much of a reset in the first 5 seconds. So that's really, well, now the reset point is probably a little bit later in the run. So you get at least 10 seconds of speed run before somebody actually has to reset.
So you got to play the game is what you're saying. At least a little bit.
Just a tiny bit. It's just the issue is, oh, Kromer finally got a run, 47-15, okay.
Yep, I think Kromer's just putting in some runs, getting kind of acquainted with the level again.
It's fine. So
yeah,
you have a little bit of time to do that. Go and get reacquainted, get the jitters out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's really important to just get a run in before you start trying to go for sick times. Otherwise, you just need to see yourself getting past that end of the run feeling, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Frankie just also got a 44-417, so a little bit ahead right now. But yeah, still way early. This level is so quick that you can get a good time just like that.
Yeah, and I think both these runners will be putting up around like probably pretty low 30s. Probably in like I'd say the next 4 or so minutes. Easy.
Yeah, if there's anything that we have learned in the last couple of matches is that they can get very, very close very, very quick. So one of the biggest changes as well, if we didn't cover it last time, was that with the chopper, you can actually get the gap and hit the chopper in pretty much the same jump, which you had to do like one and then one then the other, so it saves a little bit of time there. But that's like one of the bigger changes that I have seen. But yeah, it's a lot faster of a route. Well, it's a faster of a route, but it's also a little bit less reset heavy, especially in the middle. Beginning. The beginning was like a really stupid jump that you had to do. It was like a few frame window on like no ollie stat, which is really stupid. So,
which is what the both runners are doing right now. Actually.
Yeah, they're trying to go for it.
Yeah, I'm a little interested because Frankie did actually decide that his ollie stat was a little too high. I guess for this beginning part. But yeah, I'm not sure. I've heard multiple things on whether stats matter, stats don't matter, so I just have no idea what to believe anymore here.
Looks like Kromer's about to finish with another one. Because he's low on points still. Points is very easy to mess up on in this level. So it's like a mid, 37-303.
Yep.
Could have gotten a 35 if you optimize the combo, but still a good time.
Yeah, it's practically you need to get 100,000 points in like one combo, like at the very beginning. Otherwise, you're just going to be lagging behind later on. As you saw there, he spent like a good 5 seconds just trying to get enough points. He only needed 25,000, but that's some time he had to spend to that.
Yeah, this level seems pretty rough for points, to be honest. I think we've seen multiple runners kind of get to the end and just, I think, be like around 25k short.
Yeah, it's fairly easy to do that. You practically have to do it in the very, very first combo, because you're trying to go fast from that point forward. So if you don't get in the combo, you're just wasting time overall. It's very easy to do it. Wow, barrels in this game are evil, dude.
Exactly. We see both runners like suffering for hitboxes in this game, like either for letters or for barrels, and it's just like so hard to watch sometimes because you feel it as they are feeling it. It's just kind of like, oh, dude, I didn't want this to happen.
I think you've had a little bit of a. I think you've gone through what, 2 matches so far, right?
No, I've had my first matchup against Joe Random, and then Frankie has left me with Crad, so I'm not really hopeful about my chances in this tourney right now.
Hey, look, anything can happen. As
Frankie,
we've
yeah,
seen
I know.
now.
Frankie had a really good run, but it looks like he missed a couple of objectives, so he was not able to finish up the run. That was going to be a low 33 if he actually hit that, I believe. That's unfortunate. Again, hitboxes in this game are the devil, and I don't think anyone's still used to it completely.
Except for the tape ones. Those are the most generous things in the world.
And even then, they're probably not the most generous things in the world sometimes. I think it was... I think it was a match last week when we had with Streets, and
Yeah.
the tape was like right there, and they missed it barely. Like it was like a millimeter to the left or to the right, I would have gotten it. So it's still not the most consistent thing ever.
Yeah, I can tell you, like, it really feels like the tape hitboxes are huge in every single level but Streets. I swear to God, dude, Streets feels like it's a tiny hitbox, and I just don't understand why.
Might be because of the time commitment too, because you just spend like a solid 10 seconds just going up there alone, unless you hit the nice jump from partway in Streets.
Maybe they're just trying to commemorate Pro Skater 1 and everyone's favorite Streets level that would like kill their run.
Fair enough.
Ooh, nice bails we have over here with Frankie. Oh, you're getting close to the 3-minute mark left. Still a ways to go. This is a very short level, and you can get very easy to knock in a good time. It's just a matter of, there's so many collectibles so close to each other that it's very easy to just miss a couple along the way, especially when you're trying to go really, really fast. We have a potential run right here from Frankie. Oh, yeah, I guess he missed the gap right there. Okay, good.
Nope, that should be...
No, you got it.
All right, yeah, nice. You got it. Okay.
Yeah. 33,917.
Yep, so putting a pretty high 39, but still, I'd say that's, I think, his first clean run so far.
Yeah, the only issue with that one was the chopper jump. He didn't get the gap, which I think is attributed to just jumping a little late.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, you can actually get the gap and get the grind on the chopper, but you have to do it like really at the start of it. So it's I'm not gonna say frame perfect. It's pretty tight.
It's pretty much like you hit the rail and you pop off immediately, like right at the same frame almost. Like you can't dwindle on it for too long. Which is interesting that the game would give it to you, because the game is not very fair in a couple other ways. All right, so we just passed the 2-minute warning. Just a little under 2 minutes left for both runners. For those of you who are also joining us, with how this works is if they're in the middle of a run at the 10-minute mark, then they are allowed to finish the run. But that is their final run at that point forward. But still got a little bit of time to get something in. He didn't get the gap again, so that's unfortunate. I think he is jumping a little late at some point. I don't know if it's hitting the chopper blades late or jumping off the chopper blades late. It's one of the two.
And of course, during a level like this, I actually think that Kromer has a little bit of a disadvantage, because since it's a really reset heavy level, the 1 minute we give extra to console players might not even be might not even be enough. Yeah. But Kromer's running on SSD, so he might actually be chill on that aspect.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we'll probably have to end up changing at some point, because for levels like this, it is kind of crazy. It's really hard to get a good gauge on that either way. 30 seconds left for both runners. Let's see. This is pretty much their last run, unless, like, the last full run. They could still reset, of course, if they have a really bad start, like Kromer did, but it's getting to the point where they have to finish something.
Yeah,
I think Kromer's on his pretty much as the last go because of console. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, no, Kromer is trying to get one really good beginning in again. Looks like it's just a rough time. Like you said, that jump is just dumb.
Oh, yeah, Kromer's throwing it.
Yep, that's it.
That's it for Kromer. Yo, shouts to Nightbot. Bopping someone. Let's see if Frankie finishes his run. Oh, nope, he goes the other way. That jump can screw you over. Either way, Frankie wins round 1 with a sizable victory on the hanger, about a little under 3.5 seconds. So, very nice.
It was his pick, so winning your pick is nice. So next we will be moving on to Philly, I believe.
Yep, Philly is up next, and oh boy. I hope I can type this right. Philadelphia. I'm pretty sure I spelled it right. Yeah, I did. I'm pretty sure anyways. All right, Semifinals. So this is also one of those levels that's also really long. So console times actually suffer a bit more. Even with the 1 minute time, it may not be enough, honestly. But either way, up next is Philly. I think we are good to go for the next round as soon as I give Frankie the point for that one. There we go. All right, so Kromer will go in 3, 2, 1, go. Philadelphia, also known as Killadelphia. This level is evil. In practically every single game it's been in, it's evil in some way, shape, or form. And I don't think this is much different. It actually might be one of the easier Phillies overall. Except for that jump. That jump sucks. And he hits it first try, which is really, really sick.
Nice.
That
he makes it look way easier than it is.
Yeah, yeah, that jump is... So the wire is not attached to the building like it was in the past games. So you actually have to jump onto it. You can't just like skim the back side of the building and just like grind over the wire. You actually have to jump onto it. And there's a couple ways you can do it. The way he did it was pretty much the fastest way you can do it right now. And he hits it first try, but it's also not the easiest thing to hit either. He hits it again, making it look easy. This wall ride's actually messing him up a little bit.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna go for it. Yeah, not really.
He tried. All right, Frankie will go now. I hope Frankie heard that I told him to go now.
Yeah,
he hasn't gone
he
yet.
did.
Okay, it's just
I think there's just
on Twitch.
Yeah, a bit of a delay.
Okay.
Nice. Kromer finally got the jump.
Ooh, yeah, no. And Kromer's looking pretty clean right now in this run. Ooh,
what was that wall ride?
All right, well, there's my commentator curse.
I'll talk about a curse, dude. That was...
I don't even know what that was. Like, he went a different direction. Oh, it's not. I wasn't right. I think he got gypped. What's up with the game of gypping people?
Dude, now he's getting to the tougher section of Philadelphia, in my opinion, at least. It's doing the lip tricks. You can do everything right, and then all of a sudden you don't have the right angle for a lip trick, and all of a sudden it's just a tragedy. But at 58,
I'm happy with this game. Was it what 58 was it? Was
5801.
Oh, 1. Okay. So low 58, very nice. I'm trying to get Nightbot fixed so it doesn't bot people anymore. It's not going well. But yeah, the lip tricks, I'm glad that was not fixed between the old games and this game, because it is one of those things that no matter what, you have to have the perfect angle, otherwise the game's just not going to give you the lip trick at all. Like, there's no ends, ifs, or buts about it. You're not getting it. So I'm glad that's still in the game. Oh, I guess a nice wall ride right there. You're just having issues getting back up there.
This level seemed... I haven't seen a lot of this level, as with a lot of levels, but to me, when I see this level, it looks like a lot of really mini tricks that are annoying consistently.
The start of this level is actually really hard because you have to get the most amount of points as possible during the start of it, because you're not because you're not going to be able to get a lot of space to do combos at the end of the level. You have to focus on hitting your lip tricks and actually getting that grind and trying to get the E at the same time. Kromer got during his 58, so it's a little bit tricky.
Yeah, it's definitely like It's the same way how it was in THPS 2, in the OG. Like, if you had to get in one combo from the start all the way up there and get the tape. You can't do that as well in this game. But it's the same concept. You have to get all those points, otherwise you're literally going to be wasting time later. Like, you're wasting a lot of time. Because at that point, you start to be worrying about point decay. You'll have to start worrying about, you're still wasting a bunch of time. 250k points in like the Thug 1 era wasn't a lot of points, but in this game it's a lot of points to get 250k just like that. Kromer's just hitting this consistently. Like, this guy is just hitting it.
Yeah, he's getting that good. It's kind of funny to me. I think every single game in that has Philadelphia shares that you need to do your points at the very beginning of the level, or else it's just like trash to do later, and that's just partially from all these scattered goals being literally everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know you could actually get that without bailing. Interesting. That's something I didn't ever saw before.
He was drop downing.
Okay.
I think
that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, I think Ace developed that strat. I'm not sure, but yeah, you just have to be, you have to turn 90 degrees, I think, in order to just have your hand slap the E. Nice 52, 386 from Kromer.
So I'd say that's a pretty respectable run he just put up.
Yeah.
Maybe not exactly the happiest with it just yet, but I think that should have him feeling pretty comfortable with the level at this point.
Yeah, if he didn't, he messed the Frankie's got a run in 62.384. He messed up the jump over to the half pipe, which wasted a few seconds, about like once or twice. So that took away a little bit of time. Otherwise, I'd have been an easy sub 50, which is still incredibly fast.
Yep.
But it looks like Frankie's starting to get into the groove of things a little bit and starting to get a little bit further into the run. So that's good to see. He still has a bit of time left. We're having hit the 5-minute mark. So there's still a bit of time for him to shape up a solid run. Ooh, oh, no, he lost the combo. That's unfortunate. All right, so there. This game kind of follows the same logic how it was with the old games, where you don't have to get the same. You don't have to hit the trick associated with the goal immediately. Like for that one, you have to nose blunt the awning. You don't have to get it immediately, but you have to get in the same combo as you got the gap. But you have to keep the combo, and he just lost the combo and to get the nose blunt. So that's unfortunate. So you can recover it if you don't get it immediately. It doesn't waste a whole lot of time. It's just kind of annoying to get. But he's having issues with that rail. All right, Kromer is on a solid pace going into the second area. Let's see how the lip tricks work for him. They also changed the lip trick areas a little bit in this game. Like, oh wow, it's a very solid run. 46.369.
Wow. Yeah, no, that should be one that he's very happy with right now. I think the stress is probably not on him anymore. Will probably be more on Frankie in this case now.
He's like, man, I ain't doing any better than that.
Yeah, I think he's happy with it.
Yeah, that's a solid run. That's a very, very solid run. I said 369, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I immediately forgot as soon as I did it. But that's a very, very solid run. I think, oh yeah, Frankie's just bad start on that one. He still has he still has a couple minutes left to size up a comeback on this one.
Yeah, he's actually been putting in like pretty good runs. It's just he'll fail like one trick, and that's about really it towards like later, like 30 seconds of the level. But I think if he actually gets one of these in, he should be pretty close overall to where Kromer is.
Yeah, the problem with Frankie right now is that he's using a route that loses a little bit of time, but is a little bit safer. So he actually takes too long on the tape grind, and actually he's landing way too far in order to get the S first and then the bell. So he should be going for the bell the way Kromer's growing right now. Otherwise, he has to do a lot of backtracking, and it's not really helping his case.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like, do you want to be safe? Or do you want to go fast type things? That's the strategy you have to go with. And it worked for him last time. Credit was trying to go for hard strats, and he went with safer strats, and it worked out in the end. based on Hanger, he was kind of going the same way. He did a little bit safer route overall, and it still worked for him. So it's just Philadelphia is just one of those things that it's not it's not fun either way. But again, still time. Still have not even hit the 2-minute warning. We're about to hit that, so there's still time for him to get something in. There's the lips I was talking about. We were talking about before. You hit the wrong angle, all of a sudden you're just not hitting the lip at all. And then along with that, as I said before, the lips, like the triggers, have also changed a bit between the original games and this game. So it's a bit more consolidated, I guess you could say.
Yeah, you don't have to go into the middle of nowhere in the very back anymore.
Yeah, thank God. They just changed the triggers a little bit, and it worked perfectly fine.
Or like when in Thug 2, I think like the E's like all the way back there too for some reason.
Something
Just
stupid like that, yeah.
Oh, we're way away from everything else in the game, but sure.
Minute and a half
I
left
guess
to
it
go.
makes sense.
Yeah. Kromer is, again, I don't know, a very solid run. Let's see if he just beats his old time. Oh, no, that was common characters. He probably would have had a chance at it. He probably had a solid chance out of it. Didn't. Yeah, he would have had a good chance out of it. Didn't. Little trick didn't mess up on that one.
One of the things Kromer is doing as well is using special lip tricks in order to, I think, facilitate the game knowing that he's going for a lip trick. I'm not entirely sure, but I've seen pretty much every single world record or close to world record route actually using special lip tricks instead of just normal lip tricks.
Just to give you a little bit more consistency, that's a good idea. All right, a little bit
How the
under a minute
times have
left.
changed. We're now in the era of where it's bad to have special manuals and special grinds, but it's okay to have special lip tricks. The times are changing.
I don't like this change. Oh, that was some sick movement right there from Kromer. Holy hell. Like, if you see a top player play, like, their movement is sick. Like, it is so nice to see.
Yeah, everyone's movement makes me feel like I'm a grandpa now.
Yeah, pretty much. Then you see,
I had to grind.
You see George over here just keeping up with everyone still, and if not leading, it's like, okay.
I had to grind for hours just for Crad to probably beat me in like 20 seconds.
A 45. Oh, 15. Okay. Okay. We see you, Kromer. We see you. Frankie is that was his last run, and it looks like he's definitely not gonna be able to hit it now. Hot damn. Kromer just that was his hit. This was his pick. He chose Philly, and he was confident as hell in Philly, and it worked for him.
Yeah, he killed it. And FYI, if you're wondering, Kromer actually has the world record right now on speedrun.com with a 44.496. It's tricky for him because he's not on PC, so he can't really technically compete in the leaderboards that most of the people use. But yeah, he definitely tries to crush speedrun.com whenever he can.
Yeah, he's a formidable opponent, but either way, we're still tied 1-1 going into Game 3. And Game 3 is another level that is incredibly short and also reset heavy. We're going
Hey, I would
straight.
say it's a fan favorite, to be honest.
It was the level that everyone. I think it still has like the most runs, like 40 people playing that game on that level on Speedrun.com. But we're going in the warehouse, everyone.
Yay!
Look, I've played this level like so I played on the original route and I hated it because I could not do the last part of it at the time for the life of me.
I still can't.
I know the routes changed significantly and apparently it's like way easier, but you know what? This level sucks either way.
Yeah,
Right,
this level is just like so tiny and just so jam-packed with stuff that it's really tough for you to just make a single mistake and just have to reset.
I'm just showing off one of his lines. I think we are good to go for Game 3. Tied 1-1. This is going to be awesome. Warehouse. That's one thing you guys have to worry about is that the resetting. If you want to go back, you can also go into a manual because you get an up input immediately in this game, so it makes you go into manual to do that. So that's fun. But I think we're good to go. Kromer will be going first with the first minute, and we'll be going in 3, 2, 1, go. So the disadvantage as well, I've noticed, is that shorter levels, which warehouses are shorter levels, a much smaller level, it's a lot easier for them to for console runners to get into this level. It doesn't take nearly as long to load as compared to Philly, which takes like forever in some cases. So it's almost on par. PC is still a little bit faster. So that you have to pretty much grind that pipe for a certain length of time at a certain point onwards. And if you miss the timing, you're not getting the gap. Like, you have to hit it for a little bit on that one. But yeah, this route has changed a solid bit since one of its first iterations back when the first game came out. It was crazy. Like, it was reset heavy. You had to get a lot of points. It was pretty much like the task route from the original Pro Skater. Wow, 24 off the bat.
With a lot of mistakes. That's what really impresses me. 24 like for that 5.66 and still like at least a second to improve.
Yeah, it's a solid start.
Yeah, I know Kromer was grinding a world record for this quite a little bit ago. I think Frankie probably is not that far behind, to be honest. Probably, I think, might have posted a photo earlier with like a 23 as well. So these runners, I would say,
Frankie, go, by the way. I thought I said so.
I thought I can double check, but I'm pretty sure they're like close. As far as like personal bests go on this level.
All right, so just as I fucked up that because I was in conversation. He'll be going until 10:30.
Fair enough. And yeah, this is actually Kromer's route. He was the one who reshaped it because, well, he thought he could do better, and he did. So he was the first one to get a 23, if I'm not mistaken, using this route, and then people have been refining it and turning it into 22s now, so which is sick.
Yeah, no, I think George.
Has anyone ever
for
beaten
sure is
the
in the
PC
22
hacker time? Or is that still like?
I think George has actually beaten it a couple times.
Okay.
On different levels, I think so. But
It's
yeah,
funny
It's sick to think about.
It's funny to see a hacker time just get beaten. Like, it's like, man,
Yeah.
you couldn't cheat hard enough. Come on, guys.
ND whatever person #1 in every level by like a second, just still loses somehow.
Frankie was on a good run on that point, but he didn't get the jump over the half pipe, which he missed the S. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there's a lot of small mistakes that can just come back and bite in the ass if you're not careful. This game is not fair. Like, talking about right there, he did not get the jump again. I think he was a little early on the jump, or his jump stats is not high enough. One of the two.
Right now, Kromer is just overflowing with points, man. This is a tricky route because you don't have a lot of space to actually go for banana strats, but it's actually finishing every single one with
low
next close to
24.
150k. Whoa.
Whoa, that was wow. Okay, I don't know how much lower 24 you could possibly go, honestly, without hitting 24 exactly.
Well, he could go down lower 3,000ths of a second, so there you go. I did your math for you. I probably
Thank you.
also did it wrong.
But can the game calculate that? I don't know. The timing in the game is weird. Frankie, oh no, Frankie, oh no. He had him. That was a 23. 26 to 218.
Oh, and Kromer getting a 23 right afterwards. 23.
669. Yeah, Frankie had like pretty much a 23, and then he just missed the hitbox slightly. That's unfortunate. Damn. Yeah, I'm not sure how precise the times can get in this game. I don't know if it can go that far down. It probably can. It's probably like some sub-calculation, sub-frames BS that it does in the background.
Yeah, people were talking about it on Discord, and they said like the game actually computes numbers like way after the third decimal level. It's just bizarre the way that they solve ties and stuff like that. So people can actually go like to 24,000,000,001, for instance.
That's literally insane.
I think it's the only way it makes sense, but if you actually showed that on the leaderboard, God, it would look horrendous.
Yeah.
I don't think we can allow that on the leaderboard. I think it's only hundredths of a second that you can go down on speedrun.com. So at that point, it's literally a tie, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be offended by calling it a tie when you like, well, there's like a millisecond of difference. He's like, dude, let
I'm
it
gonna
go.
get the frame data out and just start doing frame data stuff. The only weird part about this route, and I don't know if it's the same route as it was before, but you did a wall ride to get one of the letters, and it's slightly awkward. But oh no, it changes, right? You just kind of did up there.
It
used to be that you used to just do a wall ride up to get that letter, and it's kind of awkward because you kind of just fell down, and then just it's just kind of weird. That was like the only like terrible part about that route, but it looks like it got refined a bit since I last checked this.
Yeah, the only part that's really tricky right now is actually getting that hydrant that you've just seen on Frankie's screen. That is the trickiest trick of this route. Otherwise, it's a pretty easy, pretty simple route, beginner friendly as well. But you know, it's just tricky all around. Just getting everything and just seeing that people can do it in 23 seconds actually puts a little bit of pressure on you.
I wonder how much more time that this time can go. What was it? I'm gonna look at the time on Speedrun.com.
Oh, Faden, I had a kind of odd question, I guess, for you and Kromer in this case, since you're both Brazilian. How popular is Tony Hawk in Brazil?
Crazy popular, dude. It's well, it was one of the best sold PlayStation games. I don't know if that's an expression of, well, pardon me, second language, but still.
No.
Yeah. It's so like crazy here. Me and a bunch of friends used to play Tony Hawk, but like not a lot of people have the habit of speedrunning. So that's why you don't see a lot of speedrunners in the speedrun.com leaderboards. But a lot of people actually have a nice warm feeling for Tony Hawk. When I started streaming it, a bunch of my friends were watching me and seeing like, oh man, I missed this game and stuff like that. A lot of people fell off the wagon.
Like, holy hell.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people fell off the wagon during the underground games, which is understandable. Pretty much everywhere that happened. And Kromer getting a nice 23 here, so wow.
This is
a little slower.
One.
Yep, but not by much. But go on.
Yeah, no, basically just, it's a popular game all over the world, I would say. But here in Brazil is actually one of the most popular games as well. We just had it, well, I ran it on Brazilians Against Time, which is our speedrunning marathon yesterday. And it was really popular. People were really hyping it up, especially because skateboarding became a big thing in Brazil just as the games were becoming a big thing. So it all just added up together. And people who are really crazy about skateboarding and video games just became crazy about Tony Hawk as well.
Well, this is good to hear. We don't, I mean, I think you and Kromer, I think, are our first South American runners that I think have like actively participated, I think. I could be wrong.
I think we've had a couple in passing. Yeah, but it's kind of like one of those things that just kind of did it for like a little bit and just kind of dropped off. So for this long, definitely.
Yeah, no, it's just nice to hear about different like perspectives, for sure.
Also, Warehouse World Record is 22:50 by George the Fluffy. Yeah, this is a crazy fast level, and it can still go a little bit further down, I'm pretty sure.
So yeah, it's okay, we'll find out soon when George beats it again.
It's a 21 out of nowhere. It's like, what? How?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if George just out of the blue came out and say, "Hey guys, I got a 19 on Warehouse." I'm like,
that makes
sure.
Sense. It makes sense. They just start at that point. You just start thinking like, you know what? Yeah, it's George. It's not that.
Oh,
easy
23
to
by Frankie.
Yeah, I saw that. Let's
oh
see.
Wait, I think that's a little ahead.
Oh.
I could be wrong.
Oh, but it is.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude. We have a little over 2 minutes left to go. Let's go.
Literally divided by hundredths of a second.
Oh my god, this is
thousands.
So, yeah, tenths, hundredths, thousands. This is close.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is
just one solid run, and he's back in this. Holy hell! See, this is what I'm talking about. Just need to get one good run, and he's back in it.
Dude, that was too good. That was too good. This is the same thing that Frankie did with Pratt as well.
Yeah,
Out of the blue, he just
yay.
picked up some major times.
By the way, as a heads up, Frankie did start a little late, so he gets a little bit extra few seconds. So Kromer will be stopping first, if that was to happen. Just as a heads up. But we're under a minute left. It's close, and we have a near sync. Damn. This is close. Damn. I'm actually very excited to see how this goes. Kromer's been trying to nail a good route for the last 5 minutes or so. He hasn't been able to get anything together. He got another 23, but it was a little bit slow overall. But Frankie is he's going in right now.
Yeah, both runners are I think they're both pretty consistent. Like they'll miss like one small thing. It's what it feels like.
Ooh.
I'm on both their
Frankie.
ends.
It's a slightly slower time. He got 25, but this is pretty much Kromer's last run. Frankie has a few more seconds if he needs to get one more in. Let's see what Kromer does. Okay, you got 23, and it's 8:03. Oh no, that's it.
Ooh.
That's it.
That's it.
Frankie came back and beats like literally tenths and hundredths of a second. Holy hell!
Wow,
Nice comeback, Frankie. And he takes game 3.
Dude, that was nuts.
That was crazy. We still
Is that
have
a PB for Frankie?
I think it is actually. I think you're right because he got
PB.
because I think he got a 23.75 earlier in the day, and he posted it in Discord.
Hold on, let me look real quick. Let me see if that was a PB.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. PB
Nice, going off
on a race. Nicely done. It's not over yet though. This is game 4. This is a best of 5. So now we're going into game 4, which is School 1.
Have we seen this level yet?
No, we have not. So this is going to be new for us as well.
School 1 is a very fast level for Kromer. I'm not sure for Frankie, but I've seen Kromer play this level, and he goes off as well. Well, I'm pretty sure you all know that everybody in this tournament goes off in pretty much every level, but still, it's a really nice level to see being played. Sorry.
You good?
Yeah, no,
Right.
I put my little bit in this level, and it told me I sucked, is what I learned.
Yeah, it'll do that to you.
All right, Kromer, I think we are good to go for you. You'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Now, this level has changed a bit, I believe. There's a lot of things that change, and for those of you who don't know, THPS 1 levels also have, of course, more objectives. This has changed a lot. Pretty much you go pretty much the back way around instead of going the front way around. There's a lot of stuff you have to in between. There's a lot of like small jumps here and there that you also have to hit. Otherwise, you're losing time.
I think the one interesting thing about this level is the route's been pretty loyal since the very first day.
It's just more like the optimizations, yeah.
Yeah, it's been the whole middle section that's been optimized quite a bit. I know from day one, I think Ace and George both said just go backwards, basically, and that's what it is.
Yeah, the biggest problem is I don't know what it's called in English, but I think it's a book or something you get at the top of the level. There's one inside the gym that you cannot, there's nothing around it. So that's pretty much the main reason why you have to go backwards first.
Frankie, you're about to start, and now.
Yep, no, you're right. That book inside and like behind those are just out in like no man's land, basically. They're just kind of really obnoxious to get in a way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a textbook. All right, got it. But it's just weird because there's nothing around it, so you basically just have to figure out how to end the level there.
Kromer's just changing his tricks mid-game. Interesting.
I didn't even see what he changed.
I didn't get a chance to. I saw he was in the middle of the screen for it. It's probably saw flip or something stupid.
Oh, I had to switch those off instantly.
Nah, I'm pretty sure he did.
I'm a button masher now.
Change
Oh,
he
changed.
There we go.
Oh,
There we
heel
go.
flip. All right.
I'm glad people.
Right. This is one of the specific. This is one of the levels where you actually have to have specific tricks. Which is really weird to me because some of the games do feature it and some games don't.
Yeah, sometimes it's like as long as a trick in that slot, but this game is like no, that trick. Oh, he missed the tape. He took too hard of an angle at it. That sucks.
Yeah, that new jump for the tape is a little bit tricky as well.
Yeah, you don't have a. You had to hit that angle pretty much just right, because you have to get up there, then you have to hit the angle up at the tape, then hit an angle so you can actually hit the textbook as well. Kromer having a little bit of issues. It's not an easy trick. I think Ace was like one of the first ones I saw actually do it, and he was crazy. And now it's actually in the route completely, and it's like you guys are crazy.
I just save so much time versus having to go back up though.
Yeah, you do definitely.
Like it has to be at like 3+ seconds at least.
Oh, damn! Kromer just missed it again. The hitbox in this game just not helping at all. But Kromer's about to finish his first run, looks like.
Yeah, I think this back end section. I think between Ace and George, I've seen them do it. Or between Ace, Crad, and George, I think I've seen them all do it a little bit differently.
I didn't know you could wall plant that. Never mind, he didn't finish his run. Interesting. He's probably about as confused as I was.
You can actually wall plant that. It's not necessarily. I think it's common knowledge, but it's just like so not worth it. Whenever you get to the point of that run, it's not really a good run. He just wanted to finish it, and still he had to deal with that. Might as well just reset.
Ooh, you got the table. Frankie got the table on that one. I know that the edges of the tables can not give you the objective in some cases, but it looks like you did it right there. It must be like the very, 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 very edge, like pixel edge.
It looks like Frankie should be. I think he'll likely finish this run. It looks like it's
Yeah, he just
it's
needs a
going
few
pretty
more
well.
points, I believe. Oh, never mind. He's going back down. Oh, he's going back up. Oh, damn. It's fine. Getting the first solid run in overall. Just get back into it. It's very. A lot of times with these runners, you'll just be hammering the same run over and over again, so you're always in like a rhythm. But asking them to do it this like switch between levels so fast and play at a high level is kind of like whiplash in a way. But Frankie is going to finish the first run. Ooh, that was interesting. That was a weird. What is this jump?
Hey.
What is happening?
Dude, I hate this last book. It is so dumb because you can get stuck in the fucking ceiling. Sorry for my language. It's just so stupid.
Did Kromer miss that textbook?
Yes, he did actually.
Oh, he missed something.
He missed another textbook. I didn't see which one.
He missed the last one. He might have missed one before
I
that.
thought he might have hit that one, but that's so unfortunate. But yeah, this is like, again, this is a little bit of a longer level. This is one of the longer levels in the game, so you can't just. It's not super reset heavy, luckily. Unless you're me and you reset all the time because you're trash at this game. But for everyone else, it is all the good players. It is not super reset heavy. It's just a matter of getting between point A and point B as fast as you can. Frankie's on a. Oh, what? Never mind. I lied. He had
No,
a
he's
thing
not.
going. But we're getting close to the 5-minute mark, so we have about 5 minutes left in the game overall between both runners. He tried to get the comeback on that one with the wall plant to get the textbook, but he didn't get on that one. But he did get it on the second try, going back up. We're just having issues getting a run together, looks like. It's just a matter of time, though.
I think this level is where you really value consistency because there aren't too many hard tricks, I would say. But
The only, I think, hard part is getting points. I think.
Yeah, and Kromer is doing a thing that's something everybody needs to look out for during this game is when you do actually a special manual or a special grind, you have to wait until it activates. Otherwise, the game doesn't give it to you. It doesn't activate as fast as a normal manual. So when you're trying to do a bunch of tricks in a row, you actually may not get a special manual when you're doing that. And Kromer missed a bunch of special manuals just because he was trying to do it too fast.
yeah, no, this game the buffer window is pretty large. Especially if I'm not sure, Faden, if you've like watched Pro Skater 4, but any Pro Skater 4 runners will tell you this. They are very accustomed to 1 foot fireworks show, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Just it's like instantaneous, like legitimately. Like, it's so
semi-flip
broken.
And semi-flip is like the easiest flip special, so you can just combo that and boom, you have like 1,000,000 points. So in this game, yeah, it's like the window is insane.
It's a little bit unnerving, yeah. Coming from Thug 1 also has a little bit of that, so it's a little bit just kind of like you feel like you're losing time just sitting on the ground waiting for your trick to activate, and it's not even 1 second, but still.
Frankie getting a pretty, I would say, respectable time here, 78.635. I think one of the first few clean runs we've seen so far.
Just a couple bails every now and again, but overall that's a pretty solid run.
Yeah, I think he has a really good chance of.
Kromer's just having issues with this jump. I've seen Frankie hit that pretty much all game. Every time I see Kromer hit it, he's missing it just slightly. It's just how evil this trick is. It looks like they do have a slightly different route down there. I'm not sure which one way was faster overall, if it's Kromer's or Frankie, because Frankie gets the heel flip in the bell after getting that text jump. Probably be roughly the same. But Kromer is that wall ride. I'm not sure what happened, but he kind of like catapulted up, and that was not intentional.
Yeah, and Kromer needs to watch out because he needs to win this one, otherwise he's out.
Yeah, he'll be. This is match point for Frankie. Kromer needs to win this one to knock in the game 5 for sudden death. But he won't be out of the tournament. This is winners, so he'll be going into losers, whoever loses this match. But we still have a solid 2 minutes to go, but again, this is a longer level, so 2 minutes is not a lot of time.
I think both these.
Go ahead.
Let's see. I was gonna say I think both these runners are. Ooh, Frankie just missing here. On both those. They're probably both feeling the pressure a little bit, I'd say, at this point.
You just passed 2 minute warning.
Yeah, because I think both of them know they can put up better times currently, but it's just not happening just yet.
And it can happen at any point. As we saw Frankie, Kromer can hit a very easy time, and he is fully capable of doing that. It's just a matter of having everything to string together just right. But again, not a whole lot of time to pull that off. Is probably a good one more clean run out of both players left. Yeah, this is coming down to the wire for sure. Kromer just barely missing the textbook. That angle is just not helping him today.
You hate to see it.
Oh, they both actually.
Frankie as well.
Oh,
Yep.
Frankie. Yeah, it's just. I give praise to Frankie, and he's now messing it up. Come on, Frank. I'm just kidding. That's a really interesting hip transfer I just saw from Kromer. I never thought of that before.
Is it the one where you hit the you hit like the fuck, I forget what it's called. You hit the ramp and then you just turn a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw Crad do that. Whenever I watch Kromer, actually, I feel like I see a lot of like small things that Crad would do. And Kromer getting in an 86.61, so about 2 seconds.
He has a few more. He has pretty much one more run left. Frankie just finished his as an 84 something. Not his best time. But they still have a little bit of time left if he gets more one more retry in. This is pretty much their last go. Kromer needs to just edge off a few more seconds. That's all he needs. And Frankie can definitely still get a better run within this because now we're in the last couple. Now we're past the 10-minute mark for both players.
Yep. So this will be the final runs for both of our runners here.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want. I want to get to a game 5. I'll be honest. This is a close game. Kromer just barely missing it as soon as I say it. I think.
I was gonna say I think he still has some time here to play with. So.
Yeah, there's some time left. Oh wow, that jump! Okay,
Oh, dude.
that was interesting. Oh, this is gonna be tight. Like, this is gonna be super tight if it's still possible, and it may not be.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't think it is. Yeah, he needs to. He has to be already jumping down there. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh no. Yep, that's it. Frankie has won.
GG.
Yep. Looks like we'll just let Frankie finish up his run. But that should be it.
Yeah, that's Frankie wins with 3-1, and he'll be progressing to winners finals, which is when things get even more crazy. But that was a good match from both players. It was fantastic to watch.
Yeah, no, these final two maps legitimately were just like they were very close. It felt like Kromer was almost there. He just needed that like one final trick to like land for him, to be able to like squeak a run out here at the end. But Frankie did get that bit of a cleaner run.
Yeah, just enough. Just not even, but just 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds was enough. But yeah, that was a fantastic game from both runners. You all can mute yourself if you want to talk a little bit about what happened, interviews, all that.
Right. Are the runners here?
GG's.
Yeah, they are.
GG's, guys.
Yeah, GG's.
GG's,
Yeah, those
man.
were some great races.
Those are
Like the
Frankie, was that a PB on Warehouse?
Yeah, it was. It was like a
Nice,
0.1 second. That's good
insane. That's insane, dude.
to get it in a race. Yeah.
But it was a fantastic run from both of y'all. Frankie, so you'll be moving on to winners finals. You are going to be facing the winner of George versus Pokemon Ace. How do you feel?
Feels pretty crazy. I don't know. I'll be honest. I didn't have a lot of faith today because Kromer's just he's so fucking nutty, and he's been grinding the shit out of this game, and it's unreal. And the fact that I got like a 23.6, that's pretty cool too.
Definitely. Kromer, you're still in it. You're going to be going down to losers. But you have the run in the gauntlet. There's a lot of good players down there as well. Are you ready to run this back?
Yeah, I feel like I'm ready to make my matches on the losers bracket. I was like, first when I saw the Crad had lost, I was like, it was a bit of an upset victory, and I was like, dude, whoever goes down to losers is gonna have a hard time. And now I see that I will have a hard time with him.
Yeah, it's
but
good. And not to mention George or Ace. If one of those two go down now, you have another fantastic player that you have to run the gauntlet against. It's gonna be crazy. But you're still in it for sure. You're just Frankie. He was just consistent enough. That's not Philly. Philly, that was your.
We don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, Philly was nuts.
That was your level by far. It was a Philly tournament. You had it. But yeah, good job to both of you guys. It's very good race overall. And I hope everyone in chat enjoyed. But we're not done yet. We have another match today. We have George versus Pokemon Ace 101. This is gonna be a crazy matchup. So stay tuned.
Yeah.